Hello and welcome to my very first project as a creative team member on the Felicity Jane creative team. I'm super excited to be here. I'm working with the August Zoe kit, and this kit is amazing. I love all of the exclusives. Everything in the kit is exclusive to Felicity Jane, and I'm going to be using the crinkle papers for the center of these party style flowers. I just punched about 6 layers of the solid colors that come in your kit and layered those up and used a Tim Holtz tiny attacher to staple the layers together, and then I just put some of the crinkled paper in the center and stapled it again and squashed the paper over the staple so you can't see it. So I'll be using mostly black and white, and there's my birthday cake. This is like a celebration page, and it's perfect for my first project being on this team because getting the Felicity Jane kit is like getting a crafty party in the box, so it's perfect. And I'm trying out different die cut words to see which one I like better, the happy or the birthday. And then I'm also, this black and white scallop, I'm going to place that right under the photo to sort of ground it. And I think I'm going to change my mind and add birthday, since I can use happy on another layout that isn't about a birthday. So most of this layout is going to be black and white, and I love this loopy paper because it reminds me of like icing on a cake. And so I'll use the top, about 1/3 of the layout, I'll place that. And then I created these using the We Are Memory Keepers frame punch board that I just showed you. So I use a darker solid in the background and then a lighter pattern paper from the kit. And then I'm just going to layer. Those sequin die cuts are perfect for a party style layout. I'm just using the scissors to hold the paper so I can figure out where I'm going to place things so I know how much of the paper to cut off. And now that I have a somewhat, I'm pretty sure on the placement of things, I want 3 items at the top left there at the break between the pattern paper and the cardstock. So I'll continue to use the 2 1/8 inch squares that I've punched out and the frames layered. I'm going to be stitching those, of course, before I adhere them to the page. You can see here that I'm using some scraps of some white basil that I had used on a previous layout. So I like to fold the scraps over and use those to create a sort of dimensional adhesive, because they lift whatever you're adhering, they lift it up off the paper a little bit, but not as much as a foam dot or a layer of fun foam. So I get a lot of different heights of layering on this way. And I also get to use up some scraps. So here I'm going to staple this cute little It's a Party die cut onto the yellow die cut heart and layer that. And then I'll keep a monochromatic with each of the little framed punches. I'm going to adhere the aqua flower to the aqua one and the pink flower to the pink one, just to create some dimension and some tone on tone layering there. So I changed my mind. I wanted to layer up not just the flowers but also the framed punch pieces. So we're going to continue layering here, and you can see that I've already added some of my mist. I took the photo back off so that I wouldn't get mist on it, and misted in 3 little sections on the layout there. And here I'm using the American Crafts circle foam dots, which I love these because they're circles, so they go behind circular objects really well. So I'm going to adhere the sequin die cuts at the top where that little splash of Heidi Swap Hot Pink color shine is. And I'm going to layer the pink sequin behind the pink framed punch piece. I'm using my skinny score tape to go behind that die cut. I don't think I have a adhesive runner that's that skinny, so I like to keep this 1/8 inch score tape for this kind of die cut that's thin, so that I don't have to get out my wet glue. Wet glue is great, it just doesn't really work in the desert. We have like 3% humidity, so of course you'll have to use an adhesive that works in your weather or your environment. I've just found over the years, I've been scrapbooking since 1998. Oh, isn't that Felicity Jane stamp set so gorgeous? Oh, I love it. And it comes in an Avriel pouch already, so it's like just ready for your organization. I mean, it's awesome. So back to what I was saying was you have to use an adhesive that works in your environment. So since it's really dry here, if I use a liquid glue, it literally just sucks the water out of the glue and my pages fall apart. So I've learned I have to use a non-wet glue, such as like a score tape or ATG gun. I'm finishing up stamping with the Memento Tuxedo black ink and this month's kit stamp. And I'm just going to add a few of the words into the areas of embellishment, the little clusters. And I'm using this package of the Felicity Jean Puffy stickers. It comes with stars, hearts, and circles. It's just perfect. I love that you get a huge entire package so you can use them as much as you like. Thank you so much for joining me for my very first Felicity Jean Creative Team project using the August Zoe kits for 2017. And I've got some close-ups and still shots at the end here so you can see a little bit closer details on the layout. Thanks, bye!